Hello, so I got to start my video over. I'm not sure what happened, but apparently I hit a button and took the camera off. Well, anyway, so this is Cynthia with Let's Go Van Camping, and I'm actually inside my camper, which is my retro RV. It's 2018, and we've named her Lucy. And so I know I did an outside walk around of her and took pictures of her, but I thought I also did an inside walk through, which is very, very short, but apparently I did not. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm already inside the camper. So here's my So here's my front door, and what you're looking at is my neighbor. We're not camping right now. We're actually parked at our new storage facility, which is better than the other one because the one we used to park it at, it's supposed to have a gate that's closed all the time, and every time we've gone there, it is never ever closed. So a coworker of mine who's also a camper told us about this place. Yes, it costs a little bit more, but the gate is always closed, and there's actually someone that lives in an apartment on the premises, so that's pretty comforting to me. So anyway, so to the right of the door is a window that does open, and then we have our two burner stove. It has the glass lid. It is a gas stove. You can see there's a socket back there, right here. And we got an extra socket that has, there's even plug underneath. So we actually gained some plugs with that and some USB ports. This thing dangling here, my husband's so sweet. So I told him I wanted like lights to like go around the camper so we could turn off the bigger lights and just have like dim lights and it changes colors or whatever. But unfortunately, it doesn't stick very well. So it is what it is. Under the stove are a couple of drawers. This drawer, I mostly have like cooking utensils and things like that. My husband keeps this is the connector for when we're traveling with it. I don't know why he always sticks it in here, but he does. But that drawer needs to be straightened out. Not going to happen today. And then we have cutting boards and some more, cooking stuff. A little frying pan. Oh, that's cute. I should take that with me. So I am going van camping Monday. See my kids, my grandkids, and my husband's not able to go, so I'm going solo. I still can't tow Lucy yet, and that's okay. I'm totally fine with van camping. I still like it. We got some steel wool, and I'm just not sticking in there because on the outside there's a vent like that vents the refrigerator. There was like wasps can get in. The holes are very, very big. Big enough for big bugs to get in. And so what you don't want to do is get stung by a wasp. It hurts like hell. And you can get some nasty cellulitis from them because they're nasty little buggers. So anyway, my husband's going to put some steel wool around the grate so it still vents but keeps the bugs out better. Alright, so underneath the second drawer is just a little storage space there. I need this kettle for my van camping, so I'm going to grab that. Oh, I didn't realize those fell out. Wow, so these are little fire starter things. I don't need that. This is a citronella candle. I don't think I'm going to take that. Oh, extension cord. I need that. So I came down because I did want to do this video and also to collect some things for my camping trip. I have a, what you call it already. That's a, wait, what is it? Fire extinguisher? Actually, we have one right there. So I'm going to take this one with me. I don't think I need it, but I'm going to take it. And I also keep a garbage, I have put a garbage can under there. I'm going to take one of these off cans, and I also already have the big old wasp spray to spray the area where I'll be. And actually, my daughter and her husband, they have some land they're going to build on eventually. And I am we're gonna hopefully do a camp night if it's not raining. So I'm gonna bring that to spray the area because, you know, it's all grass and trees. I mean, it's like cleared, the land's cleared, but it's not ready to be built on. Anyway, so next to my stove, take my little frying pan, stick that in there. Come on, get in there. It's our sink, and it is a two-sided sink. It handles the dishes well. What you see hanging here is dandruff because it's hot, it's humid, and as you can see, it's, you know, absorbing the moisture out of the air, help keep the mold and mildew and whatever at bay. This is a ice tray and lid. It goes in the freezer. I don't really use it, honestly. In my filter pitcher. When I go van camping, I just buy a big thing of bottled water, and so I don't need to bring the filter. But when we're camping, we do have a filter that we use, but we also filter the water anyway. And I don't know. I'm not sure why that's in the sink. We're using it for ice or something. But anyway, so we have a little sink here. It does its job. Paper towel roll, and we have like a tiny little pantry cabinet. Yes, it's all empty. We don't leave food here. We don't want them little critters taking up residence. Okay, so then underneath is more storage. So here's one of the filters with the gauge on it. Oh. Yep, so we just hooked that to our water hose when we were camping with water hookup. And then, actually put this back down here. This is just some stuff we keep in storage. I keep forgetting to take this darn griddle pan home. You know what? This actually came off our stove at home, so I'm going to take it back. I don't know what that is. So I just have a drain, some gloves, some cleaning products and stuff that we keep underneath. That is an electric kettle. We don't really use it. We could. I just leave it here. Yeah. So that's under the sink. For such a little camper, it does have quite a bit of storage. I will say that. And then the previous owner left this little towel rack. Then, right here, straight across from the door, is the bathroom mirror. So here's the bathroom. Okay. It is a wet bath. Sometimes it has to double as storage as well. So right now we just keep the, you know, the broom, little dustpan in there, the bigger garbage can, and our flag that we pop up at our campsite, which we do put out at our campsite. Our toilet that flushes. My husband did replace this when we first got it. I'm not gonna, there's no water, so does have a little fan on the top. Light shower. He replaced the shower head. And yeah, we don't have a toilet paper holder, so we just move it when we want to take a shower. We usually will take a shower at the campsite, but we have used it, and it works just fine. This is my pretty little shower curtain here. I didn't want to get one that was, I wanted to get one that had turtles on it, but they were just so big. I couldn't find a smaller one like this one. Oh, that's about as it wants to fit. Yeah. So anyway, so that's the bathroom. Okay. Then next to the bathroom, we have our little stereo system. It does work. Actually, I think it works on the battery. Or maybe not. But it does play CDs, DVDs. It is connected to the TV that is actually kind of locked in place right now, but the TV does swivel. You can see the arm there. Yep. And we have a microwave, which has a lot of fingerprints on it. My goodness. We used the microwave once. And it has, I hope there's no wasps in here, because it's actually behind here where the little wasps are getting all excited. A little nervous. Last time we were here, there were wasps flying around. Well, I do want the zapper thing. I'm going to take this. So this is something we just got from Walmart. It's got a light and it's a battery operated, but it zaps the little bugs inside your camper. We just watched a couple of movies where we were the last time. What did we get? Wake Up Dead. Never heard of it. It was alright. Then this is, oh, Crank is on here. Oh, I think I'm going to take that. Yes, there's unfortunately a lot of F-bombs in there. Wrath of a Man. Saw that. That was actually pretty decent too. And then Nobody, which was, I don't know. We didn't really get through it. And then, yeah, so this is the drawer. We keep, you know, our remote and control and other stuff, as you can see. But because when the refrigerator is on, and it can run off electricity or propane, and we usually, you know, don't have it use the propane. We just don't use it until we get to our site. It gets pretty warm, so we do have to kind of keep the drawer cracked so it will cool off. At our last camping trip, we had let me go up, our fan, AC on, and was trying to cool off the refrigerator, and it kept tripping our sensor down here. It's kind of like your, what is it? Your, it has like your smoke detector and all that kind of stuff, you know, built in. And it was just like too much. So eventually it worked itself out. So, all right. Oh, hey, I left this here. This is going with me. It's my little coffee filter with water gauge thing. I got that from Amazon. I wish it had a slit in the bottom so I can see how the water is filling up in the cup. Now, this is the dining room / bed area. I probably could put the dining room back together, but that table is heavy. That's my husband's job. And at our last camping trip, we decided, well, I kind of like indicated when we were getting ready, I was like, you know, maybe we'll just leave the bed down, and then we'll just take the tent, and if we need extra space or we need to eat inside or whatever, we could just eat in a tent. And that's exactly what we did, and it worked out great, because having to take the bed up and down after a while, it gets pretty old. We did not have this Japanese futon, and that's what it's called, on the bed during the camping trip. We had got it when I first started van camping. We had an inflatable air mattress, and now my husband's heavier than I am, and so he would kind of sink down, and I would kind of pop up. It was annoying. So I was like, yeah, that's not going to work for two people, even though it has separate compartments and stuff. It just wasn't. It was not pleasant. We have used the bed without an extra mattress, but like the sheets don't stay on it very well, and then especially in the summertime, you get hot, you lay on that thing, you're sweating and sticky and whatever. So I was like, you know, the Japanese futon's a little bit big for the van, especially if it's just me. I can try the air mattress in there, see if that works there, and we'll bring the futon. So we laid it out when we moved the camper. I was like, let's see how it fits, and for the most part, it fits perfect. The part that doesn't fit perfect is right here, because you have these corner pieces. This one actually, this corner piece actually goes there, and you see how that one has one. So how this is normally set up as a dining room set. I'm trying to flip this back, so hopefully you'll get the idea. Okay, so both benches, there's two long benches, one here and this side. Let's actually just go ahead and put this back over here. This goes there. I usually sleep on the inside anyway, so sorry, shove that back there. Then you have these cushions. Go back here on this side. I probably got that upside down, but it doesn't really matter. And then another one goes there. And then we have this extra middle piece. Then the table, there's the table, as you can see. And when the table is down, it has a kickstand. It's a pretty darn strong kickstand to hold it up. And you see those two cup-looking things, this one and back there. The legs, they're laying down back there. My husband will lift the table up. I will put the legs in place. He sets the table down on top of it. This goes back up out of the way, and our table is set up. It's not the easiest to get in and out of either in the dining set. I mean, you can, but as you can see how it has these curved edges here on the table. It's not a swivel table. Some of the newer models have a swivel table, so it can move out of your way, which is nice. But we kind of like it this way, so we'll probably leave it this way. This is just a storage bin that has some bedding in it, and I'm just reminding myself to move it on this side. And the reason being is because that is a heater vent. Not that we're using it right now, but I don't want to get in the habit of blocking that because it won't serve its purpose if we go camping when it's cooler out. So underneath the benches is more storage. Let's move this back down here. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I think my little travel chair is somewhere on the bottom here, so I can move the seats out of the way, and I just go move more than that out of the way. Okay, so under here, and we can get it from that door there. See that little door there? Access it from the outside. My husband, you know what? He kept saying there was another canister. Yep. I'll just leave it there for now. That we're using like the little propane cans for his black grill, whatever the thing is called, his grill. We now got a bigger propane tank for that because in basically 2 days we went through like 4 of those cans. So anyway, so this is where we keep all of our our blocks and stuff under here, the tools to manage that. Oops. There, I don't know if you saw, there was a tool bag underneath the bench in the back. I don't feel like crawling on any floor to get it. Come on, get in there. But there's another storage area. Oh, look at that. Pictures from the previous owner. She took pictures. I say she. I honestly don't know if it's a he or she, to be honest with you. Based on some of the decor, I thought it was a she. But whoever it was, they did a great job. So anyway, here is another little storage space. And under here is where some of the mechanics of the camper is. And that is our water tank right there. I forget how many gallons. I think it's 26. And then this is our... I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not mechanically inclined. Right. So put that down. But still, that's a little tiny bit more storage there. The only thing we actually kept in there was a little tool bag that we got specifically for this camper. So, these pillows out the way for a second, because while I'm here showing stuff, I'm also trying to collect stuff I need for my trip for next week. Alright, so there you go. So this is the back seat, and again, another storage spot. Oh, and my chairs are not there. That's okay. But there's more storage. As you can see, it's all like one continuous thing, honestly, but it's nice that we can access it. There's more like floor. That's what this thing is here. I think it's more like floor, whatever you call this material stuff. I have it right there. The covers to the wheels and things like that are down there as well. And right now we have the wheels covered. Whew. All right, stick that pillow back up under there. I know it doesn't matter if this is showing this side or not, but since I'm here and he is not, I flipped it over. All right. So anyway, we put the mattress back down. And I will put that back in this corner when I'm done. So then again, oh, so this back window is nice and big. Again, it doesn't open, and that's my van behind the camper. And then over here is another window that does open. Well, let me pan back to this side here. That window opens, obviously, and as it looks different because it's also our escape window. So if we ever were in that situation. Let's see, you have on the ceiling, besides the air conditioner, which is a Dometic, that's a speaker, a light, fire alarm. This is a cabinet. So this is a hanging laundry bag, and I misunderstood my husband. He didn't mean for me to put it right here, but right there, sorry, but it's there. So this is a little closet. My husband put a motion sensor light in here, but I think it's battery operated and the batteries are dead. So I'm gonna take this just so the next time we're on a camping trip we don't forget. We have we keep our camping stuff like in a certain area in our garage, so everything's together and we're not like running all over the house trying to figure out where stuff is. This is just a bag. This is my Bear Creek bag. I really do like that park. Yep, Bear Creek. Ouch. Hit myself. I love Virginia State Park. It doesn't say Bear Creek, but that's okay. It's funny because I went to the store, the little store at Bear Creek. I purchased something. I went back later with my husband. I purchased something else, and I got one of the bags, and he didn't. He's like, how come I didn't get a bag? I'm like, I don't know. They like me more. I have no idea. So then you have 4 more drawers. And again, this is like storage stuff. Oh, these little metal things actually also go with this thing. He was thinking put this like over the door and whatever, and I misunderstood him. So, oh well. Such is life. Some more dishes, cups, our Bear Creek mugs. Saw that. It's like, gotta have it. Some little bowls. Let's see what else we got here. Some more dishes, our frying pans, disposable tablecloths that we use at the park. Oh, More dishes, another cutting board, and tray and stuff. Can't seem to fit this stuff in here correctly. They're not very deep, as you can see. That might work. Yep, there we go. All right, and then the floor. I didn't take my shoes off, so the floor is a little dirty from whatever picked up. But the previous owner also left this nice little mat for us as well. She or he left so much stuff. But oh, let me not forget this part. This is our little control panel. Very, I guess you could say, primitive. So when everything's hooked up and things powered on, we would push. These are buttons here. Oh, it blinked real quick. So basically, oh, that was for the battery. So basically, the tanks is empty, a third or 2/3 are full. So okay, so if I push gray is like for our dishwater and our shower water, right? So I push that, it's not gonna light up because it's not there's no power. It would light up and tell us how full it is, and which lets us know if we need to dump it. And then a black tank is for the toilet, which we don't, depending on where we are, we really don't use too often. We usually use the campsites. Like in the middle of the night, I'm not going out of my camper. And then you have your fresh water. That is if you're like boondocking, because when you're hooked up to water, you should just have running water basically. And then your battery. And then you have, you turn your pump on if you're boondocking to get your water. Turn it off if you're not. And then the heater. Yeah. And then there's also a speaker outside the camper door. There's another light by the door and another speaker right there by the door. And then you have the light over the sink as well. So that is Lucy in a nutshell. She's small, she's cute. It's a great first time camper, especially, I mean, I guess people who want to do this full time. If you're single, I think it's doable. I don't know. I don't know if I could do this with my husband full time in this small space with a tent every now and then. I don't think so. But camping wise, and just the weekend getaway or whatever, I think this is a great starter camper, and she is so darn cute. I'm glad we have her, and we're using her, and I want to use her until I can't, and then I just have to figure out the whole toy capacity for my van. I mean, not the toy capacity. My van, according to the capacity, should be able to tow her. I just have to get the hitch ball thing, whatever, and then like the bars. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's complicated. It's really not complicated, but honestly, my husband has a truck, and I'm totally, like I said, I'm totally okay if I'm going somewhere by myself to van camp and take my tent. And then if he's with me when we're together, we take Lucy. Lucy goes along for the ride. But that's the inside of my camper trailer, my retro RV. Thanks for watching.